Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat, and we are in the holiday season. Today is Friday, December 12th. My name's Ty Morgan. I'm your executive director here, and there is just a lot of holiday cheer throughout the air and throughout the village. We're going to share some of that with you today, so it's going to be a really fun episode with a lot of recognition and a lot of positive holiday spirit. So thank you all for tuning in. I will be back with a few points of my own. But thanks for being here, and I will see you soon.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a fantastic week, and just a couple updates from the Wellness Center. Stop by today anytime between 10:30 and 12 for breakfast and BPs. We'll have a luxurious breakfast spread sponsored by Total Foot Care and Wellness. Come by for some socialization and, of course, to get your blood pressures taken by Patty. Our monthly wellness movie will be airing on Monday, December 15th at 1 p.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge. Grab a friend and come enjoy the 1944 Judy Garland Christmas classic, Meet Me in St. Louis. Grief Support Group with Bobby will be back on Tuesday, December 16th at 3 p.m. in room A6. And Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, December 17th from 9 till 12 p.m. and the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower A and the houses. And don't miss out on the Cypress Green Market coming back on Wednesday, December 17th as well from 10 till 2 o'clock in the main lobby. Come get some fresh produce, and we'll also have a special guest, Miss June with the Honeydew Honey. We'll have a little pop-up table with them, so come down and get your produce for the week. Our monthly Live Vibrant workshop will be on Thursday, December 18th at 10 a.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge. Join Dr. Melissa Sharp, our on-site audiologist, as she discusses tinnitus, causes and treatments. And lastly, our daily dose of wellness. I'd like to share one of my favorite quotes from Stephen Covey, the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Just as we develop our physical muscles through overcoming opposition, such as lifting weights, we develop our character muscles by overcoming challenges and adversity. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Brianne, your Community Life Services Director, here with you for a couple quick updates. The first is we got a couple responses from our Pet of the Month. We are going to be launching that in January in our January newsletter. I've gotten 4 submissions so far, so please, please, please email me your Pet of the Month photos, the animal's name, and the resident's name, and your contact information. Each Pet of the Month winner will be selected and receive a small gift basket from CLS. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of our focus for 2026, Community Life Services focus for 2026. And our big thing is we are going to utilize our wellness journey roadmap to really shape and format residents' experience in 2026 within wellness and within Community Life Services. The resident journey map is kind of an all-year goal-centered paper that talks about the 8 dimensions of wellness that wellness and Community Life Services utilizes when planning programs. We will have multiple dates in January for you to come with the group and fill out your roadmap, and then each quarter we will be doing a resident experience passport. This passport will be for residents to try new things, try a new fitness class, try a new activity program, get a checkup in the wellness center, get your blood pressure taken, things to do around the community. You'll get a stamp for it, and at the end of the quarter, anyone who finishes their resident experience passport will get entered in for a raffle prize. So this will be a real big focus for Community Life Services throughout 2026, but we will be launching all of that starting in January. A couple other things I want you to think about for 2026 that Community Life Services is teasing. We will be bringing back trivia prizes, more information to come on that. We will be doing more campus-wide events, kind of like our fall festival, which it includes all departments across the campus, but these are large-scale events for the entire community. We are going to be increasing our support for our resident-run clubs and groups. That includes flyers in the newsletter, a flyer station outside of Community Life Services, as well as weekly shout-outs on Coffee Chat. We will be doing a casino night. I know that was a huge request when I came into this position, and we will be having one. More information to come. And we are also going to be doing a lot more with charities across the year, not only our Alzheimer's Association. For example, we've got Heart Month, we've got Parkinson's, we've got breast cancer awareness. There's a lot of organizations that need our help, and we will be working with our wellness department to make that a big focus in 2026. Woo! Thank you, Ashley. Another thing I want you guys to be aware of is I will be sending out a survey soon about art classes in our independent living. We used to do a lot of art classes, and I'm looking for an instructor to come and do art classes here, whether that be step-by-step art classes or more as guidance on an individual project. So I will be sending out that survey. If you have any feedback, please feel free to fill that out and let me know. And now let's talk about the upcoming events for this week. It is jam-packed this week. So tonight, Friday the 12th at 7 p.m. in Egret Hall, we've got live music with Tim Akins. On Saturday the 13th at 7 p.m. in Egret Hall, we've got the Ames Brothers Quartet. That is Jane Fortner's great-grandchildren in their quartet. They come every quarter, so we love having them here. On Sunday, December 14th, I've got two big events. We've got our Christmas card craft at 2:30 in the Osprey Fitness Center, and then we have musical bingo at 4 p.m. in the Osprey Fitness Center. Musical bingo was a huge hit in November, and we want to bring it back every single month. On Tuesday, December 16th at 5 p.m. on the terrace, we are going to be having s'mores and hot cocoa. On Wednesday, the 17th at 2 p.m. in Egret Hall, we've got the Deer Meadows Choice Voices Sing-Along. And at 7 p.m. in Egret Hall, we've got the Duo Bow Arts Two Pianos concert. And on the 18th, it is a huge day for activities. At 6 p.m. in the main lobby, we've got our Hanukkah celebration. We will have our rabbi here. We're going to do a ceremony with some food and some wine, and then there will be music and dancing afterwards. And then at 7 p.m., we will have our handbell concert in Egret Hall. Please make sure to stop by and do both events. It is going to be a great night for celebration. If you have any questions or concerns, again, please feel free to reach out to me. My phone number is 904-807-6117, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Hi, this is Dr. Melissa Sharp with First Coast Audiology. We will be attending the Live Vibrant workshop on December 18th at noon in the Marsh Media Lounge. We'll be talking about hearing loss, tinnitus, and cognition. We'll tell you what to look for and why it's better to treat your hearing loss and tinnitus sooner versus later. We look forward to seeing you there. Have a great
Good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Couple updates from the maintenance department. First off, the pool heaters. Michael Apostle did get one working. It is having trouble keeping up. First thing in the morning is the best time right now, or late in the afternoon for some reason. We are still waiting on parts. The heaters are 10 years old, which I was surprised about. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago that we put them in. So we are asking for quotes for new ones. If that kind of happens, we'll let you know, because that will be a couple days with no heat in the pool. But Michael Apostle is also working on the air temperature. We have a new device in there, that a couple of fans to get the humidity out, which is going to make the air temp seem a little cooler than it actually is. But it will also stop for any microbial growth or anything on the walls as well. So everything's going in the right direction. It's just taking longer than we want, as usual. And taking longer than we want, elevators. We had a problem with the D elevator on Wednesday night. It set the fire alarm off a couple times. That was all the same event, just the alarm went off. It kept going off because we silenced it. But they fixed it on Wednesday night, and both the elevators were back up and running at the time I was filming this. A elevator was being worked on, getting ready to be re-inspected. That also is back up and running by the time you'll see this. And I've asked the elevator and consultants to help me with the C elevator that's been down for a month because I can't get a good answer out of Mallory and nothing's progressing with it. So as soon as I get any more info, I will get back to you on that. Leaf collection and pickup, it is on your normal day of mowing right now. Good news is most of the leaves on Middleton Park and William Davis has come down. I know we don't want bad weather, but a good nor'easter would probably take them out. So we should see more relief in that in the next week or two. And once again, mulch isn't going to start until the end of March, beginning of April. And pressure washing of the towers isn't going to start until April-ish after the pollen is all done falling. That's all I got this week. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. It was an absolute delight and pleasure to see so many of you out at the Christmas breakfast last week. Thank you so much for your generosity to our employees. Thank you for coming out and enjoying a lovely breakfast. I hope you all love your pictures. We had a professional photographer this year, Jennifer, we love her, and she took some amazing pictures of folks with Santa, of just the breakfast and the festivities and all of that, and it just makes me adore even more being here, especially during this season. So I hope you all had a wonderful day and have a good week after that, and you're just feeling the holiday spirit. I want to let you know that on Uniguest, our app, community app, that we are getting a new integration so that the work orders will go directly to our work order system. There's going to be more happening on the back end that you won't see that's going to actually benefit us from the staff perspective. But what you will need to know is that we're actually getting rid of the service request module. That is going to go away Friday today, effective at 12 noon. That service request module will go away. There will be a new work order module, alphabetical order. It'll be toward the bottom. And then there will be categories. When you go to fill that out, the location will be pre-populated with whatever your current address is. So if for whatever reason you're putting in a work order and it might be for an outdoor common space, or you're putting in a work order on behalf of someone else, make note of that just somewhere in the notes toward the bottom in the description. But otherwise, it's going to pre-populate your address. So just know that. And then you'll actually select the category. So there's HVAC, which would also be heating at this time of year as well. You would have electrical, IT requests, housekeeping requests. Any of those will be there populated in the as just a checkbox, and then you'll have a place to actually put the issue. Always explain how you know something's not working. So for example, if you're putting in an IT request and you say my TV is not working, tell us why you know that. How do you know it's not working? Well, I pressed the button, I went to my channel 47, and it was a black screen, but it was still lit up. You know, give us some identifiers so that we know exactly what you mean by that. If you have 2 bathrooms, make sure you specify which bathroom the broken toilet's in, things like that. So as much information as you can provide, better. It will also let you select which method of communication you want to be followed up with, either a phone number or an email address. So you just check mark a box like that, and then you can submit your work order. And then it'll be really cool too. In that same module, you will be able to see a history of any of your work orders. So once we implement this starting Friday, and then moving forward, you will have a history of every work order that you've placed through the app, which is neat too. So then you can see a status update of how it's going, or if it's closed out, things along those lines. Or if you have a recurring issue, you can go back and like, didn't I just have an issue with my washing machine, a month ago? So you'll have a history of that. So it's a neat little component, and it's going to help us out administratively as well. And then just as a disclaimer for IT requests will be filtered through our Innovative Home Services department. There is a flat fee for IT requests. So just know that on the front end. And then of course they'll come to you in advance to let you know about if you have not already signed a service agreement, they'll have you sign a service agreement with the price and all of that. But I just want you to know for IT requests, there will be a flat rate. This is nothing new. This is how we've always done things. The new part is that we're putting IT requests on our work order app. That's just the only new thing. Because I then got rid of the service request module, I just want to let you know that any transportation requests can be made under the new transportation module. There will be a new transportation module. And then same with guest suites. I had to take guest suites out of there. And so guest suites will have their own module as well. And under that same guest suite module, there will be not only a request for one of our, well, we only have one guest suite, a request for our guest suite, but then there will also be a link to the new Hilton for you to book with the Hilton. And that'll be with the Cypress Village discounted rate. So if you just use that link provided in the app, it will already have our discount applied. So those are just a few new things there that I hope will benefit you and benefit the team in the long run. If you have any questions about the app, feel free to let me know, or Concierge, they're another great help as well. And look forward to hearing some positive things, hopefully. And if it's not working, then let me know that as well. Our new audiovisual equipment in Egret Hall. So they did have to do a 1 extra day of installation, which was occurring yesterday. Today is commissioning day, which means that they're working on making sure everything talks to the brain, which is going to be a touchpad panel on the wall in the back of Egret Hall. As long as that goes to plan, the commissioning should wrap up by end of day today. And then the only piece that's outstanding is the new projector is set to come in on December 14th, I think is the ship date. So on the 14th or the 15th, they will install the new projector there. And that should just be a plug and play sort of deal. But it already looks so good. They've cleaned out years worth of equipment and cables and cords. It makes my OCD heart so happy. So that's nice. And then I look forward to, I'll probably do a demo, especially with the people who use this space, but then I might do just a quick little demo on location next week for Coffee Chat if all goes according to plan. I wanted to make a reminder. This is good for all residents, but especially our new folks who are filling out paperwork with their new address in the apartments. Middleton Park Circle East is a very long address, and often in the post office, the apartment number at the end of that gets cut off. And as a result, and that's just the machines, and as a result, they get put into the raw mail tub, that the bin at Concierge that they then have to sort through and put in the in-house boxes. If you want to do your part in preventing that from happening and getting it straight to your locked P.O. box, the best way to go about that is to minimize Middleton Park Circle East as much as possible. So you can actually do in your documents, you can do 4600, either MPCE, and then your apartment number, or if it's making you fill out the whole thing, then you can do 4600 Middleton, PK, CR, letter E, and then your apartment. If there is a line for you to fill out a second address line, then put your apartment number down there so that your apartment number is not going to be all the way at the end of the Middleton Park Circle, that it'll be on a second line. Because honestly, it's like I said, it's the machines that are cutting it off because it's too long of a line. So if you notice you keep getting important things like anything from Medicare, Social Security, your bank statements, credit card statements, things like that, if you keep getting them put in your in-house box instead of your locked P.O. box, it's likely because of how your apartment address is listed, and it'll chop it off. So just as a note, and if you have any questions about that, again, reach out to myself or Concierge. And if you call me, leave a message. I notice I get a lot of missed calls, but then I don't get voicemails. So I will return your call within a business day. So please call me and leave a message if you have any questions. And then lastly, I've gotten a couple new Google reviews. Thank you so much for those of you who have left them. We're still looking for more. We need about 11 more to get our credit score, reputation score back where I like it to be anyway. And so please fill those out if you haven't already. Of course, 5-star reviews are our favorite. And if you need any help with that, see myself or Concierge. We'd love to help. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you around the village.
All right, good morning, everybody. This is Tyler Ramos with Dining Services. Just wanted to touch on a few things today. The first is our Lakeside menu, Lakeside Specials combination. These specials, you will notice, have moved to a 2-day, then 3-day schedule. So we will be running the same special Monday and Tuesday, and we will be running a separate special Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday evening. The reason for this is because residents were unhappy when they weren't able to make a reservation for a night that they fancied the special, and this is hopefully to help with that. It is not a solution, but it is one of the things that we're doing. The menu itself in Lakeside, it's a work in progress, but a continual work in progress. So on the newly published menu, you will see some of the changes that we made to some of the items that we're providing, and things like fried food, fried fish, certain seasonings. We should have published on the menu that all of those meals from Lakeside are being made with olive oil or butter. Nothing else. There's no blend, no canola oil, no nothing, unless we are frying something one night, but we will not be doing that often. So the meals from Lakeside, I want you all to know, are being cooked to order with ingredients for you all in mind. We will begin to publish more and more on our menus to inform you how we're doing these, but I wanted to touch on that here. So keep your eyes open for that, as well as the specials. So the next item will be our holidays coming up. Christmas, New Year's. We understand, I apologize. I know we dropped the ball on Thanksgiving. I'm not happy with it, but we are planning for the holidays that we have coming up and moving forward. These big holidays that we look forward to every year should be treated as such. So Christmas Eve, we plan to do, change it. We plan to have themes going in, our venues. Middleton's menu will reflect Christmas Eve. Lakeside will be a set menu that reflects Christmas Eve. And Loon's Nest will be an entree bar that reflects Christmas Eve. Christmas Day will be a one-meal day, but that menu will be what you should see on a Christmas holiday. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, same exact thing. We need to be doing the right thing by you all, and that is what we will do moving forward. I just wanted to make you all aware of that. The last item I wanted to touch on is, our reservations have been they're a big concern. What we're finding is that, the times in which we are looking to make a reservation, or you all are looking to make a reservation, are pretty consistent, and they're pretty limited. And those that are making the reservations tend to get them on a routine basis. So we are looking at a few things to offer little band-aids or patches so that more people can dine more frequently. The first thing that we're looking at is, instead of 15-minute intervals and seatings, we would maybe do 12-minute intervals and add another seating or 2 for each hour. This would overall add about 20 seats for the 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock hour. That does not even include the 4 o'clock hour. So that's one thing. It's not a solution, but it will help. That change will be implemented somewhere near the new year, I would say early new year at latest. So you should see that relief, but that still does not mean that, those of you that want to eat at 5:30, 5:45 will get those times. It'll just add other times that you may be able to find. The next item I want to touch on is something that I'm happy to touch on, and it's something that I hope will help with the demand that we have in the evening in Lakeside. And that is a lunch venue in the Lakeside dining room with a completely new menu. A different concept, I guess you want to call it, but still served in the same style as Lakeside. Coursed out to an extent, but it's more so tableside service. You'll be able to sit down, be greeted, be served, and then be on your way for lunch. And the menu will more so reflect what I'm hearing a lot of, and that is a healthier option. So if anybody has seen anything similar to Kava or a grain bowl kind of service, they are growing in popularity, and it may work really well here. So we're going to do it. And that is something that will take us some time to implement, but I am fairly confident that this is what we're going to do by about the beginning of Q2, so early April. That is something I'm happy to say. And it should help with our demand because it's just another alternative to what we have going on in the Lakeside. Having said that, we are still finalizing what exactly we're going to do as far as the menu goes. The options are there. You know, we've got equipment that I've got approved. We have the labor there, and we really just want to hear from you all. Maybe if you have any ideas or opinions on what you would like to see. It is an option that we're looking to do something fairly simple, fairly limited, but still with the fine touch of lakeside dining. So by all means, if you have any suggestions, bring them to me, bring them to Tyler Pizak, and then, or Jim Wagner. You know, they'll, you know, all make it to the right minds. So I don't have much else other than that, and I do appreciate it. I'm happy to be back. I missed y'all, so I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you.
Hi, my name is Sue Ellen Pinkerton. I'm on the Resident Advisory Council and chairperson of the Healthcare Committee. I want to thank all of you from the very, very bottom of my heart for your donations to the cookie drive for Station 59 of the Jacksonville Fire and Rescue. We had, if you can believe it, almost 1,000 cookies donated. They were of every variety. They were the Secret Family recipes. They were homemade. They were in beautiful tins. They were decorated with ribbons and bows, and some had beautiful heartfelt cards on them. When we delivered them to Station 59, they were laughing because they had already been here 4 times that day. So we solved it all with one trip. There were so many cookies that we shared them with memory care, assisted living, and skilled care. Again, I want to thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and making so many, many people feel good.
You just heard a clip from the handbell performance that we did in assisted living for assisted living and memory care yesterday. I think everyone enjoyed it. They sang along, which we asked them to do, and we had a lot of fun doing it. On December the 18th at 7 o'clock, we will be doing a program for you in Egret Hall, and it's going to be a wonderful evening. It's going to be an evening of holiday celebration. The Hanukkah program is going to be at 6 o'clock in the main lobby. I'm told that's going to end with some dancing and jelly donuts. The Loon is going to close at 6 for dinner, but the bar is going to be open from 6 to 7. And I'm also told they may have some special drinks and some goodies. Not sure, but I'm told. And then the handbell concert will start in Egret Hall, but we will be open out into the Loon, so we'll have plenty of room for everybody to come and join us. And that will be at 7 o'clock. It will be a combination ring and sing. We'll be ringing some numbers, and then you all will be singing along with us as we ring some others. We're also going to have a guest soloist that will sing, and I think that everyone that comes will be thrilled to get to hear this particular person sing for you. So come the 18th, come at 6, come at 6:30, come at 7, whatever you have on your schedule, but come and enjoy an evening of holiday celebration with us. Thank you.
All right, I'm back, and the first area that I would like to really commend was we had our healthcare center holiday dinner in our long-term care area, and I couldn't have been more proud as an executive director. The CLS team decorated everything beyond beautifully. The centerpieces, the picture booths, the overall decor was just spot on. They had a nice violin playing in the background. They had a Secret Santa offering, which my Secret Santa wanted a McDonald's milkshake and a flower arrangement, so we made that happen through DoorDash, and Katie helped me out with that. But it was a very, very special night in our healthcare center, and I was just proud to be there, and I couldn't have been more proud of the team and the families and the residents' response to it. There's going to be some pictures posted, but it was a very special night, and I was very happy to be a part of it. So great job, healthcare, great job there. Next on the list, I want to talk about the holiday breakfast that we had last week, which was a huge success as well. I want to say we had almost 400 plates of food that we served to residents, families, guests, and staff, and it was a great turnout. Lovely pictures that Laurel has been providing and we're handing out, especially when Santa's involved and maybe some family members. So there's some really, really professional photographs that we're going to be handing out for those of you that were part of the photographs. So the breakfast overall was just another big hit. I do want to thank Brianne and the CLS team, as well as maintenance, which was very involved on the decor and the lighting. Just everything this year just looks so festive. The silver, the blue, the white lights, great job. And it's one of my favorite events of the year, in addition to Veterans Day. So a big thanks to everybody there. And I did not want to be remiss to thank the Gift Fund committee members, Gail Reed, Mary Slattery, Lori Argolitz, and Barbara Hooper. A big thank you to all of you ladies for all your efforts. And again, it was a record year of fundraising. So again, thank you to everybody out in the village for the donations. And it meant a lot, trust me, big time. We also had a really exciting, I saw some great concoctions of cookies and desserts, and just an overwhelming amount of support came in for Station 55. The healthcare committee, they did a cookie delivery to our Fire Station 59, who provides life-saving services to our residents and our community. I'm sure they were overwhelmed by the graciousness of all of the residents, I think, and staff participated in that. So that was a huge success again this year. I think Katie may post some pictures for all of you to see. But a big shout out to the healthcare committee. Great job. Another one, we had our Christmas concert shout out as well. We had our chorus concert earlier this week, which I think was on Sunday and Monday. I was able to sneak in for Monday night's event. We saw a 9-year-old violinist that was absolutely incredible. The overall concert was an enjoyment, and our chorus, great job to everybody involved. And it was sold out. The crowd was thick and the room was full. So a big shout out to all of you folks for that. And we, on the trivia side of things, this is interesting because I popped in there right before the trivia match had started, and I was talking to the Riot Squad that has won 3 in a row, and I don't believe we have yet had a 4-peat in a row by a team, and we're not going to have one again this year. So we have a new trivia winner this week, and let's give a big shout out to the Vets. The Vets wanted to upset Riot Squad and not let that 4th win in a row happen. So a big shout out to trivia winners, the Vets. And from what I hear, next year, Brian's got a few things in store to even up the ante in trivia. So looking forward to 2026 and trivia matches. On the resident recognition front, I wanted to give a shout out to Miss Judy Emmett for all of her efforts and time that she has put into making the Jewish holiday and Hanukkah event so special here at Cypress Village. She does it every year, and she does multiple things that are very, very unique and interesting to those that have never been exposed to it. So Judy, this week, a big shout out to you as the resident recognition for all of the holiday cheer and information you are going to provide for the Hanukkah holiday. So big shout out to Judy Emmett this week. And we'll see you all Thursday for the celebration. I think we have the Hanukkah celebration in our main lobby on Thursday evening. I do not have that time, but again, check the calendar. Thursday evening, Hanukkah in the main lobby. And last but not least, I'm going to wish some villagers a happy birthday. Let's see what we have on the 12th. We do have a villager, and her name is Suzanne Shutters. Suzanne, happy birthday to you. On the 12th, you're the only birthday villager we have today, and we have 2 tomorrow. We've got Miss Maze Barnett. She's got a big birthday, a big 9-2 tomorrow. And Kathleen Park. Kathy Park, happy birthday to you on the 13th. So 2 birthday villagers tomorrow. On the 14th, we've got a few. We've got Miss Mika Rogers, and that's a big birthday, a big 9-0. Mr. Earl Doris, he's a big 9-0 as well on the 14th. And Kari Lamarca, her birthday is on the 14th. Kari, happy birthday to you. On the 15th, we've got a few birthday villagers as well. We've got Miss Patricia Goodyear, Mr. Bob Lamphere, and Miss Eleanor Swallow. Happy birthday to you 3. On the 16th, everything is in 3s this month. We've got 3 more on the 16th. We've got Miss Belva Horvath, and it's a big birthday for Miss Belva as well, a big 9-0. We've got my buddy, Mr. Peter Whiteman, and John Solomon, all on the 16th. On the 17th, we've only got 2. We've got Miss Leanne Meadows and Miss Carol Barnett. Happy birthday to you, ladies. On the 18th, we've got Mr. Patrick Smith and Miss Jane Thornhill. Happy birthday to Jane and Patrick on the 18th. And I'm going to cap it off on the 19th with 4 birthday villagers. A long villager, her name is Miss Shirley Bush. Shirley, happy birthday. It's a big one for you, 9-3 for you. We've got Ken Medley on the 19th. Happy birthday, Ken. And he is a faithful coffee chatter and live person in Egret Hall. Hope he's there. Happy birthday on the 19th, Ken. Joyce Agent on the 19th, and Miss Marion Hunkin is on the 19th. So, residents, that is going to cap off another holiday virtual coffee chat for you in 2025. Everybody have a great Friday. Get outside, get with your family, enjoy. Have a great one. God bless you. Bye-bye.